Good morning, welcome to the program. This morning, this is Bystanders at the Newsstands. I am Christian Chuku on the program this morning, currently at Abiodun Jagun Street, and I'm here to get people talking, reacting to the newspaper headlines and the reports on the national dailies. Behind me, you have the newspaper stand and you have the bystand looking at the reports this morning. Today is another day in the city of Lagos. Once again, welcome to the program. Okay, let's move on with the newspaper headlines this morning. I have the Nation newspaper. Yes, Kyari says subsidy removed to stop Nigeria from bankruptcy. No payment by federal government since February. Government labor talks resumed Sunday. Tribunal wants uncoordinated Obi Labour Party against time wasting. That is the report from the Nation newspaper. Above the masthead, Tinubu orders centralized security coordination. Crackdown on oil thieves. President tells security chiefs. Obey APC zoning. Non-serving senators tell Kalu and Yari. Lawan, what should guide the process? Lawan says, what should guide the process? We have the Guardian newspaper this morning. 11 years after occupying Nigeria, Tinubu chose a painful path to economic rebirth. Remember, it was engineered by the current president, the occupied Nigeria, and some other politicians and Nigerian nationalities. 11 years after occupying Nigeria, Tinubu chose painful path to economic rebirth. And below the paper, we have Tinubu meets intelligence security chiefs, gives mandates to tackle insecurity. On the petrol subsidy removal, NLC debunks strike action, unveils position today after consultations. The NLC are going to tell Nigerians what will be their next line of action after they consult. But people are saying they likely might declare a nationwide strike on the problem, on the issue. Nigeria's businesses conditions confidence in economy level hit 5-month high. As Tinubu meets Lawan Gbajabiamila over National Assembly leadership, yesterday it has been confirmed that Gbajabiamila was appointed as the chief of staff to the president. Gbajabiamila appointed the chief of staff to the president. Enugu court remands 52 pro-Biafra agitators in prison. Enugu court remand 2 pro-Biafra agitators in prison. The Enugu State governor has banned the sit-at-home in Enugu State. He makes it official. The sit-at-home in Enugu State is further banned by the governor. That's why you get this report that 52 pro-Biafra agitators remanded in prison in order to enforce that action. And also there are calls for the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to release Nnamdi Kanu. Yes. I would like to inform you this morning that after some time, we'll be switching over to Flip TV Plus. So we would like you to go over before now to Flip TV Plus and subscribe. Flip TV Plus, subscribe, click on the like button. There's a link that will be posted. There's a link currently on the live chat. Click on that link. From that link, you move over to Flip TV Plus. But let's continue. In the next 20 minutes, we'll be switching over to Flip TV Plus so that we can deal with some of the technicalities we have with Flip TV, the channel that we are broadcasting through this morning. So Flip TV Plus in the next matter of minutes is the next destination. Yes, good morning. Agwebo Imafidon, good morning. Ola Dewale, Andrew, good morning. I have Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew, good morning. Yes, I can see Mr. Kunle wearing this cap. What's happening?
It's a choice. It's his choice.
Yeah. Okay. 11 years after occupying Nigeria, Tinubu chose a painful path to economic rebirth.
You see?
I know it's your
No.
about it.
Forget what I've said about it. The issue is unfortunate that Nigerian political gladiators play politics with virtually everything. Because it will be surprising that the president in 2012 who was then the leader of opposition, or one of the leaders of the opposition parties, vehemently opposed subsidy removal. Not because he did not believe in subsidy removal, but because he believed that things that needed to be addressed have not been addressed. And he went further to itemize or enumerate those things to include the issue of addressing the power sector. And as we speak, it's on record that between that time and date, our power sector have not significantly improved. And you have a government that just handed over to him that inherited transmission of 4,000 megawatts. And I'm talking about Muhammadu Buhari's administration. They only added just 500 megawatts to our transmission. So one would have expected that somebody that would have that ideology, or who rather came from the oil and gas sector, having worked in that sector, should have known that it's better you address those things before tinkering with the issue of subsidy removal. He equally made mention of fixing our refineries, making it work before subsidy removal. As we speak currently, Nigeria 4 refineries, none of the 4 refineries are refining.
I will accept that one from you.
And it's on record that this administration, the former administration that handed over to Ahmed Bola Tinubu spent 1.48 trillion to fix the refineries. Go and check Premium Times online edition of 15th of May 2020, where they wrote that Serap took federal government to court over that spending, and they were asking court to give order of mandamus to compare the former president of Muhammadu Buhari to investigate that spending, to determine whether the fund was diverted, misappropriated, or however they manage it. Okay. And as we speak, that issue of refining what we consider have not been addressed. You may cite Dangote refinery as an excuse, but I want to tell you that Dangote refinery, I understand that they have a stock capacity of 650,000 barrels of crude a day. But in terms of the gasoline, premium motor spirit, the one that they popularly call fuel, that it will refine on daily basis is 53 million liters. And Kyari made us understand that Nigeria consumes average of between 64 to 70 million liters a day. So even in Nigeria is to absorb everything that has been produced from Dangote refinery in terms of the gasoline, it cannot satisfy our local consumption. And Dangote refinery have made it abundantly clear that they are going to export 40% of their output. So where does that take us? It means we are not going to get more than 30-something million liters out of the 53 million liters that Dangote refinery is going to be refining.
Influencing the price.
These are things that will influence the price. What I'm trying to tell in essence is we are still going to largely leverage on importation to meet up the gap.
So the 550, 511, 488 naira per liter pegged by the NNPC will still remain.
That's a confusion on its own. It's not even surprising that the NNPC
Okay, said Kyari says that.
So how can Kyari be telling us that the current president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will fix one of the refineries by December this year? What happened to the over 1.48 trillion already spent on fixing the refineries? And he's the group manager director of NNPC.
We're looking at accountability.
For me, I don't think that anything like accountability will have to come out of this government. I'm sorry to say, because I don't have confidence in the ability to start asking questions of any expenditure. Is it not even on record that even the borrowing window provided by the Constitution through the federal government can borrow for CBN to finance the budget deficit? I'm talking about ways and means that the federal government serially abused it under Muhammadu Buhari and hurriedly rushed to National Assembly to hound them, to amend the Constitution to suit the borrowing he borrowed. So for me, I think the subsidy removal, though every stakeholder agreed that something should go, but just like Ahmed Bola Tinubu in 2012 gave reasons why it should not go until those things are addressed. I think those things have not been addressed.
Even if
you still equally cite rail infrastructure as alternative means of transportation, which Bola Ahmed Tinubu, now the president, cited in 2012 as one of the conditions that you need to meet before subsidy removal, so that I have alternative means of transportation. Can you not say holistically that the issue of rail infrastructure has been addressed? I quite agree that the last administration did quite well in the area of rail infrastructure.
Quite well.
Yes, but it is not adequate to say you now have an alternative means of transportation that will cushion the effect of subsidy removal as an alternative that people will now fly on rail instead of road. And maybe going to Igondo this morning. Do you have any alternative in terms of rail to take me to Igondo? I don't think so. So it means the issue of our demand who may be going to Benin this morning.
Benin 10,000 naira.
That is not the question. Is there any alternative of rail the person can go through? Those are the areas you look. You say, yes, the rail infrastructure as an alternative have been addressed. So I'm saying that all the indices, all the concerns Ahmed Bola Tinubu raised in 2012, who is now the president, have not been addressed even now. So why don't he focus on addressing those issues before tinkering with the subsidy removal?
Okay, Nigerians are expecting that if Dangote refinery starts working, it will reduce the price of the petrol.
Mr. Christian, let me tell you that even if Dangote refinery start refining, Dangote is a businessman. What we are buying before now is not the actual cost of PMS. I will tell you this. Look at diesel. It has long been deregulated. Look at kerosene. It has long been deregulated. What is the price of a liter of diesel in Nigeria currently? It's over 700 something naira. Kerosene is over 700 something naira. I quite agree perhaps because they have been imported. But if we are made to if you are made to pay the actual cost of production, it cannot be anything less than 400 something naira per liter. That is on one hand.
The actual cost of production.
Yes, that is on one hand. Then secondly, you now begin to look at NNPC. All this all the money that has been expended in the subsidy regime. You now equally begin to look at NNPC coming out to tell us that they peg or they cap the price of PMS. In Lagos, I think they say 488 naira per liter. It varies from state to state. I quite understand that because of cost of transportation, that is why Lagos is cheaper. But the argument is, if you say you are deregulating as a way of making the sector robust to encourage investors to come in, and you are capping the price of PMS, is that deregulation? For me, there's confusion somewhere.
Me, I'm also confused as to what will the regulation mean.
The regulation means you allow the forces of market to determine the price. Demand and supply is a natural phenomenon that fixes price. If you have many people chasing few goods, naturally the price will go up. And if you have the commodity and short supply, the price will probably go up. But if you have abundance of it, you to drive the price down. But we have a situation where you are fixing the price, you say you are deregulating, and you want investors to come in. If you want investors to come in, I can understand that at the long run, Nigeria will better off for the deregulation. But a situation where you are capping the price of PMS, I don't think it will encourage investors to come in.
Okay, Tinubu meets intelligence security chiefs, gives mandate to tackle insecurity.
Because I need to address insecurity.
What was your advice on him?
My advice to him is that he should change the taxes. Because if Muhammadu Buhari, who is a war veteran, addressed the issue of insecurity for 8 years and he failed, it means his strategy is wrong. It means there is need to think out of the box. I think that's what you have done. You have had the 7 chiefs to bring out another blueprint on a better way to address the issue of security.
Okay.
So I think we should give him some benefit of that in that regard.
NLC debunks strike action unveils position today after consultation.
You see, NLC, like Justice have said the other day, that Mr. President, subsidy removal is a joke taken too far. then I think NSC, personally, I do not have confidence in NSC. Though we now have a new leadership. Under Ibababa, some NSC was like a toothless bulldog. But now that we have Ajero, I mean, what is his name? Let's see what he can do. Because whether we like it or not, the government needs pressure. We need a pressure group to put government on its toe. Because just like what NSC said, you are calling for negotiation. You now ambush NSC. You went and announced prices of this subsidy, sort of PMS. So what NSC is saying is that return to status quo, antebellum, as in the status quo before the crisis started. Then on that basis, we start negotiating. Because according to them, fixing the price while you already call for negotiation, it breaches the principle of bargaining and negotiation. So for me, I think, even as I agree that subsidy should go, but those things that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is now the president, raised in 2012, I think they need to address it.
Okay, in Enugu State, the governor has banned sit at home in Enugu State.
Are you asking me? Are you asking my capacity of?
You are an analyst.
Okay, my capacity as an analyst, because I'm aware.
You want to dodge this?
I'm aware that there is never a time.
Because you're a general secretary. So
I don't understand what you mean by general secretary. I'm aware that there's never a time any of the Southeastern governors endorse it at home. I'm aware that there's no time any of the Southeastern governors ask anybody to sit at home. I'm equally not unaware that sit at home exists in the Southeast. So where does that take us? It means what the government called non-state actors are more influential in the Southeast.
is that a good move by the government?
It's not about me to ask, because whether we like it or not, as a government, you are supposed to have monopoly of coercive power. But the situation where you are sharing that power with some non-state actors, it's spare danger. But I think the bottom line is, just like every other person have said, that it's good that the government obey the rule of law. And to obey the rule of law is to say that once a court gives judgments, it is honorable that as a government you comply with it.
Okay, now that you're going to Igondo, are you going to trek?
It's quite a Herculean task. That's what I was trying to say.
Somebody says
that is the question I was asking you. No, God forbid that I trek. But that's the question I was asking you. Now that Ahmed Bola Tinubu have removed subsidy, and he cited in 2012 that we needed to address the issue of rail infrastructure as alternative means of transportation before subsidy removal. Now that I'm going to Igondo, the government have alternative means of transportation in terms of railway for me to go as a person.
He's not here now. You're here now.
No, you are the chairman of your neighbor. You can as well reach him.
So, what will you tell Nigerians that are going through this crisis?
I will tell them that one, there is need to ask the government to address the concerns of Nigerians. Just as Nigerians heed the advice of Ahmed Bola Tinubu while he was in opposition in 2012. And they joined him to ask government to address those concerns. Because, Mr. Christian, let me tell you that the 800 million naira palliative already secured by $800 million palliative already secured by the Buhari administration is grossly inadequate to address the concerns of the vulnerable. Don't forget that in the last poverty index released by National Bureau of Statistics, where they said about 133 million Nigerians are dimensionally poor, the areas of poverty were multifarious. They were talking about lack of access to education, lack of access to healthcare, employment, and all that. What can $16, that's equivalent to about 12,000 naira, do in the life of a family? So for me, Mr. Christian, the government needs to think twice and look for how.
Solution.
Pardon?
I'm not providing solution.
Are
you advising me that I wait for the government?
No, as the chairman of the
railway, so that I'll wait for many years for them to fix it.
I'm going to go to, just like you said. Maybe you help me to ask the government to provide me with alternative means of transportation, the railway for me to.
Why are we calling you General Secretary?
As the chairman of your neighbor, I will employ you to go and do investigation. Seek audience with the handlers of Mr. President.
Don't let me get disappointed in you. Yes, like I said, Flip TV Plus is the next destination. There's a link that will be posted on the live chat. Click on that link so that you can join us. In the next few minutes, we'll be going to switching over to Flip TV Plus. Yes, click on that link so that we'll switch over to Flip TV Plus. I have a. No, in the new one. Good morning, Mazi Raf.
Mazi Raf, good morning. Good morning, Christian.
You remember Occupy Nigeria?
Occupy Nigeria was in 2011, I think. That was when a subsidy suggestion was made by, brought up by Jonathan administration. It was a policy that former Lagos State Governor, kicked against just 4 years after he left office. He left office in 2007. Then in 2011, he went against this, subsidy removal as a policy. So he led Occupy Nigeria protests. He was at the forefront. He was there. Wole Soyinka was there. Obasanjo was not even happy with Jonathan then. So all the human rights activists, South, Southeast, Southwest, they were together. Late Joe Odumaki, he was there. Then Tunde Bakari. Many things about eloquence. Motivational speech can never lead you to heaven. Tunde Bakari was among them. So they all converged, They all gathered against this stringent policy, subsidy removal. So then now, he has come back.
Yeah, look at how the Guardian put it.
To be a pilot.
Yeah, Tinubu chose painful path to economic rebirth. 11 years after Occupy Nigeria.
After Occupy Nigeria, it should be brought to book. It should go to court. They should try him. You don't need to spit and still go back to your spittle and lick it up. I'm telling you, I'm not taking him serious. This morning I was saying, how hardship is biting on Nigeria. Just all of a sudden, a tiny element, creature from my right-hand side, started attacking me verbally. I laughed and said, Mr. Man, you don't know what you are saying. I'm from Southeast. We don't hide the truth. Nigerians are going through hell and they are telling me to believe that God is going to make it right when God has already made it right. Yes. It is left for you to grab it. You are a human being. He has given you the dynamic power to act as a man that he has created. You don't have to cling on to God again. You wake up early in the morning, you lie down so that dollars, naira, pounds, Kuwaiti money will come to your bed. No, God said you should move, you should act, but it should be with faith. I said, young man, you don't know what you are saying. And whenever you tell me what to do or tackle me, I am entitled to my opinion. And I'm trying to express my feelings over what Nigerians are passing through this couple of days. Not even weeks that Tinubu has been sworn in or inaugurated. The gentleman was annoyed, muttering all manner of his native vernaculars, but I don't care. I spoke in English. I said, gentlemen, I'm from Anambra State. I'm entitled to my opinion, and I'm not afraid of you. Even federal government could not do me anything. So let me tell you, Christian, Tinubu is wrong. If you ask me, I said, the man should have at least contact all the stakeholders in Nigeria before taking this decision. They are in the position to advise him. This is when to trigger it off. Or you shouldn't. We don't need it now. I don't know what I understand. Now, people are beginning to say, oh, even the time of Buhari is better than now. I reject it in Jesus' name. Buhari, who was the worst president ever the whole world has witnessed in the history of the Earth's democracy. Look, let me tell you, people are now shouting, oh, Buhari time. See, today, I was listening to someone's conversation. He was saying, why is Lagos like this? Is today Sunday? I said, what do you mean? How many cars have you seen on the street of Lagos? It's because fuel is not affordable anymore. Is it new? Thank you. A new news to you that petroleum price now per liter is 500 plus. You see it? So you don't expect somebody that could not eat square meal 3 times in a day to go to filling station with his boss or his car or whatever and pick it up, fuel. At the rate of 5,000, 10 liters, how much do you think he or she spends on his family daily? I didn't understand. So, Christian, let me tell you, this policy is so stringent, it's so biting, it's so cruel. That is an open animosity from federal government of Nigeria as a package to the citizenry. Bad package.
In the next few months, we'll feel the brunt.
Yes.
When it circulates.
Thank you. When it circulates, I think you are right. So, but this is a bad time for Nigerians. This is a hard time for Nigerians. This is a time that every Nigerian has waking up and said, why? Why me? Why he? Why she? Why all of us? Because these people, their gain is our pains. None of them is feeling pain. From electricity down to the least utilities, bills. Federal government is footed up, footing the bill for them. Yes, they have not given us anything right from day one. We are the one paying the tax in our various productive industries to the last man on the entrepreneurship business. We are paying taxes. These people are not paying Nigerians any emolument. They are not giving us security, social securities. They are not giving us anything. We keep on spending on government. My brother, what kind of country is this? I still repeat, why is it that black man hates his brother? Black man hates black man. The white man is white in heart and very clean in activities. When you talk about government, administration-wise, the white man, they are better. Black man is busy packing public taxes into his own private purse, thereby subjecting to the entire citizen to what? Excruciating conditions, suffering. I'm telling you, that is what it is. From when our democracy was too young, from Obasanjo to Tinubu, their families are the ruling class. Everybody knows them as the number one. When you talk about classification in our system or society, they are first class. Nothing like suffering, nothing like gnashing of teeth, nothing like what? Deprivation. They are always first class. You and I, our families, we are not among the ruling class. They give projects and the contracts to the highs, not even the lows. They keep on piling and piling wealth, even up to the 13 generations of their children. Black man is bad, black man is evil. I still maintain it. No, anybody that can challenge me should come to court. Because I know that UK, from 1940s, 30s, during the Hitler, the ruling class over there, they changed hands. The Winston Churchills, I think you understand, Harold Robbins, no? Somebody, what's the name of that guy who was British Prime Minister during the Nigerian Biafran Civil War? The name is insane. Let me tell you, they changed hands. If you look at the system that is going on over there in the UK, you will find out that the ruling classes, the game has changed. New people, according to how competent you are. The British, they will invite you, you will become the Prime Minister. To the level that an Indian is the one ruling them now. That is, it should be on merit. Look at United States of America, from George Washington to Franklin Roosevelt, Theodore Monroe, with Harry Truman. It changes. It was George Washington. Is there anybody from his lineage that come up to rule USA again? No, it is not done like that. That's why it should be on merit, not on money, not on how crooked you are, on politicking. See, Nigerian politicians, they are the worst politicians in the world. Deadly murderous animals. They kill and kill and kill, even kill their brothers. Someone was killed in Enugu State. All investigation has been linked to one family, a popular family in Enugu State. He did not even know the guy was from his lineage. He killed his brother. I'm telling you, they have come up to use traditional religion to track him down. But it is too late. The guy is gone. That is the level black man has degenerated. The level black man has gone down in terms of what morality epitomizes. Black man is wicked. See, let me tell you, we are here looking like mumu. They will be doing their normal businesses. Nobody is going to ask anybody question at Aso Rock level. We are going to do it until God himself or God do us justice.
In Enugu State, the governor has banned sit-at-home in Enugu State.
That is, he will brace up to war now. He's a PDP idiotic governor, and he's going to brace up the war. Because sit-at-home has come to stay until Nnamdi Kanu is out. Anything outside that is rubbish. There will be sit-at-home order until Nnamdi Kanu comes out. That's what I'm saying. If Nnamdi Kanu is out, nobody should ever keep that rules and regulations in regard of sit-at-home. But if Nnamdi Kanu is incarcerated, in confinement, as usual, sit-at-home will be spreading all over southeastern Nigeria. Whoever is the governor, I don't care. It is our now a tradition. Provided Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in, man, sit-at-home has been, a celebration in the southeast. We sit at home every new week, any new day. First day of the week and Tuesday must be proclaimed as a sit at home. Since they have learned to keep Nnamdi Kanu there, we have learned to stay at home 2 days.
Thank you very much.
That's all?
Yeah.
The time is not enough for me because I want to be flowing on and on and on. So say thank you, all my viewers. Akim Olasuko, Chukuma Atwaya, my brother. All of you, Mami in America, Mama Nkechi.
Okay, please, our Mr. Chigozie Ndigbo, please wait for us. We are going to switch over to Flip TV Plus this morning. So as many that are watching, please let's move over to Flip TV Plus. There's a link on the live chat. Click on that link so that you can join us on the other side. You can join us. There's a technical problem with Flip TV, so you can join us on the other side. We just received an update.